Dear loved farmers, I'm Pison Usinje from Itungo Pastures. With that question, why we are promoting more of feeding dry matter, dry ratios? In simple terms, why are we promoting feeding hay? Okay. Now, in Uganda, we have smaller land, and we are agitating people should actually invest in zero grazing so that even someone in Kanyogoga, in Ruabarata, in Mbusia can also graze animals. Now, if you were to do that, for example, if you have 1 acre, you have maybe 2 acres, 1 acre of cross Guyana, that is for hay, and 1 acre of Napier, which is for silage. It's not always good. It's not always good to feed silage your animals alone. Why? Because silage alone, it is acidic. Okay, acidic. And now when you feeding fresh, for example, fresh Napier, it has got a lot of water. 80% of that Napier is water. So meaning that a cow is going to eat a lot, say 70, 80 kgs of fresh, meaning it's going to spend most of the time digesting that too much food. What are we saying? We are saying if you have chloris, for example, feed chloris like 5 kgs, mix them with 20 fresh, mix them together. Why are you mixing fresh with dry ratios? So that you can increase the dry matter content. What is that dry matter content? Animals like sheep, like goats, like cows, even fattening, they don't benefit more in fresh. Reason, there is too much water. Animals benefit in dry ratios. In short, hay. So if you have your hay, you mix it with your silage. That one, you're reducing the acidic. And the cows is going to eat your food in a shorter period, in a shorter time, and go and rest and make money, and make rather milk. Remember, the cow makes milk when it is resting. Now, the reason why these cows on free range are not making milk is that they spend most of their time roaming around, taking time 6 hours, 7 hours, looking for that pastures, a reason why they don't get too much milk. But if they have these ratios, they get silage, they get green, small, you mix them together. Of course, they're going to take smaller time eating and rest and give you milk. If it is for fattening, they start adding more beef. If it is for sheep, they add more and also go on heat in time. Yes, it's the reason why we are telling people to always use dry ratios.
Is it possible to also use silage?
Yes, you can use silage, but it's not good to feed silage alone. You should always feed silage with hay. Okay? Yeah. Silage with maybe fresh. Okay? Silage maybe with dairy. Hay with fresh. Hay with silage. Echivuguto, akatogo. So that the cows, the goats, the sheep can benefit. You can get all that information from Itungo Pastures. That's the reason we are telling you that you can grow cross Guyana for hay. You can grow chifuta for hay. Chifuta, for those people who don't know chifuta in Uganda, it is Bracharia mulato species. They can put those. That is good for hay. Then for silage, we have got sugar graze, as you've been seeing. We have sugar graze, which is umwemba or sorghum. We have got maize, which is also good. We have got Napier, which is also good. Those ones are for silage. If you're in a cattle corridor, that cattle corridor all the way from Isinjiro, Bukanga, Chiruhura, Mubende, up to northern Uganda, that is a dry corridor. That's why we are saying Cross Guyana is good for you. Mulatto is good for you. Syncrus is good for you because it has drought tolerance. They tolerate more of what? Of that heat stress, like what we are happening. If you're in Uganda, you're in central here, you're good. You can have all the types of pastures. You can have maize, you can have sorghum, you can have all. Why? Because we receive too much rains. And reason we can make throughout the year making our silage. We have the competitive advantage of water. It's the reason why if you're in Wakiso, if you're in Mukono, if you're in these parts of Mpiji, you're good to go. You can plant all these grasses we have mentioned above. Don't forget the legumes. You have to plant alfalfa, you have to plant green leaf desmodium, you have to plant all those. Why? Because animals need that protein content. A cow will not give you milk, a cow will not give you beef if you have not make that kind of combination of legumes and proteins. We thank you so much. That's good. Why am I applying these microbes? Now, microbes zino buwuka buyamba mu kutematema emmere ne bugi spread exact. So katente oba embuzi egenda kugirya esanga eri pre-digested nga bwolaba omwana omuto bw'abakwata akamonde ne bakagira bwe kati agenda akkalya nga kona kalikoze katya ebeera pre-digested. So ono gwe mulimo gwayo enzymes ekyo kyekimu. Ekyokubiri oyinza okuba oli mu bbula lya mmere silage netwala ennaku weeks 3 naye lwakuba kati tolina mmere olina okukolesa microbes ne zikendeeza ku ennaku eba catalyst neeyiisa mangu mu kifo ky'okulinda ennaku 21 days n'oleesa mu nnaku nga 7 aba akoze atya aba ayidde bulungi so ekuyamba. So now how are we mixing it? Katugambe tubadde twagala kuteeka muno you get 4 liters eza karodo kano. This is karodo no mixingamu liter lwakuba kati kano katono naye twandabadde tuteekamu amazzi lita 2 ez'amazzi lita 2 z'amazzi gano gatabula
in 4 liters of
this then noteekamu mpaka gundi kano kali noteekamu 1 liter of microbes 1 liter of microbes noteekamu omala kuteekamu you get no mixinga bulungi kiraba mixinga bulungi kati mixinze bino lwaki we are now putting energy eno yoka molasses eba energy then siteesemu microbes tumixinzemu amazzi. Okay, then bwe tumala that is concoction eno kati n'ogiteeka mu watering can n'otandika n'omansaako. Okay, n'omansaako okay, amazzi go gano ne gasinkinga okay, ne gabuna wonna tegete. That's the reason of using this silage. Teeka wano kungulu amazzi ne gasinkinga go ne gakirira mpaka wansi then bw'omala kukola bwotyo n'okola ki n'obikawo. That's the good thing of using a silage bag. And anyone n'omuntu ataasomako atamanyi na can use this. Then ekirala ekirungi kya silage bag nti yo osenako what is enough for that day. So for example kati nyina ente yagala 20 kgs kino kigenda mu kilo 5 so nsenako what is enough for that day. Omala kusenako what is enough for that day nemala nenkola ki waki mba nzigalawo ekuume ebbugumu lyange. Okay, ekuume ebbugumu lyange erime kukola ki ekitali ku silage pits ziri ebinnya silage ow'ekinnya oba olina omwana nga tafaayo batera kugireka ng'akoza ng'ayasamye kati ate enkuba bw'etonnya yo tebimanyi ebyo nti ate mwami kato taliiwo yo neekola ki neyine. So naye kati gwe tugenda kukola bweki tugenda kukola silage sheet ono bw'omala